Hi everybody, my name is Scott Grant and welcome to my new video. In this video I shall be talking about my recent channeling from the Galactic Federation of Light to do with the current shifts. I have also been given for my brothers and sister light workers a wonderful meditation for you all to use, which is going to really help with the current shifts we're going through and the current sort of planets in retrograde, which is making things a lot more trickier, especially with the full moon coming up and the new moon just passed. Okay, so I'll start by discussing a bit of background about the meditation. At the moment we're going through a very interesting time with regards to the blurring of the veil between the third and the fourth dimension. We are still physically on some levels in the third dimension, but with the blurring of the veil between the third and the fourth, it is much easier now for us to be able to connect with the fourth dimension and the fifth dimension. And basically we're going through a very interesting period with 5 different planets in retrograde. Now, the 5 planets that are in retrograde, what this is doing for us is giving us a wonderful opportunity to really clear ourselves out and to release all of the baggage that is currently ready to release from the past. You know, you've got Mars, you've got Pluto, Mercury, Jupiter and Saturn. All of these together is a very, very powerful combination. And my guides have pushed me quite hard to do this little technique for you all, so that you can use this to really transform this very interesting stage in our spiritual development. And so basically what is happening right now is that with the 5 planets in retrograde, this is further weakening the veil between the third and the fourth. And at some point in the future we're going to obviously try and go from the third to the fourth, but that's not what I'm talking about here today on its own, but that's something that we've got to look forward to, which will be pretty amazing. So basically we're all connecting now quite strongly on some levels with what is known as the Crystalline Grid. And for those of you who don't know what the Crystalline Grid is, the Crystalline Grid is basically a structure that was used for the Atlantean era, for Atlantis, and it was basically created through the connecting of energy via either physical crystals or etheric crystals in the earth or in the ether. And basically these are now being reconnected again, or have been reconnected again and reactivated, moving us towards a new golden age similar to that of Atlantis. And so basically this is why at the moment we are finding it much easier to connect with the fourth and fifth, because this crystalline grid is very, very active, and with the right techniques and also practicing in releasing and breaking down the ego and that sort of stuff, it's much easier now for us to connect with it. And it's a truly beautiful experience, because in the third dimension we do have very strong sort of ego constructs and also constructs of the mind, patterns and beliefs, and within these structures it's very hard to feel free, because while you're in those structures you really can't be free in a sense of be able to expand to where you want to go and to ascend to those higher levels very easily. Now this technique today is to really help all those that feel drawn to doing this meditation and going through this shift. I'm basically going to take you on a meditation through what is known as a rainbow bridge. Now, a rainbow bridge is basically a gateway, a healing portal gateway that allows for those who choose to walk across it, for whatever's ready to be released to be stripped away. For some of you that will be instantaneous, for others it will take up to a week to release. Okay, I will say, ask that this is released I'll ask for you now that this is released for each of you with love, grace, gratitude and ease, so it's a gentle release rather than something that's very, very difficult to deal with. And so basically this gateway that you'll go across acts as a bridge to the higher dimensions. And to really connect with these higher dimensions, the heavier part of what you call your personal divine matrix, the ego aspect of the self, needs to be pulled away, much like the layers of an onion. Okay, so I'm going to take you on a short guided meditation, okay, across the rainbow bridge. I'm going to take you through the heart, across the rainbow bridge, and I'm going to leave you there for 10 minutes or so to connect with your higher self and your guides, and to either be in the 4th or 5th dimension depending on what level you're at and what your guides or higher self would like you to move into and connect with. This will be a wonderful experience for each of you, because once you go into this space you see how you should feel when you move away from how you feel according to your ego. And it is really, really special. I'm also, as well, I'm going to make it extra special for you all, I'm going to play one of these. I'm sure you've heard of a crystal singing bowl before. Whether or not you've heard one before is a different matter. And this will be a beautiful journey of crystal sound, and also connecting with the Galactic Federation of Light, who are very much working with us at this time, because we're in a very special period of connecting with our past Atlantean timelines and bringing back that knowledge and that wisdom and rediscovering who we are. So it's very exciting. And so when I take you across and you connect to the 4th dimension, do not worry if you don't feel the 4th dimension straight away. This meditation is a start of a healing curve for you that will allow you to connect more easily. What I would recommend doing is using this meditation once a week. Whether you use it from the video or you use it from memory is perfectly fine, but this is a very, very powerful meditation, although short, and I honestly wouldn't recommend trying to do this every day, because it's going to take 7 days for whatever layers need to be broken down and released for you to then move onto that and connect that higher dimension much more easily. And once you go across and be able to connect with these 4th and 5th dimensions, you'll know a joy and a freedom that you wouldn't know in the 3rd dimension, because of it's almost like a glue that's full of limiting barriers and constraints. But in the 4th and 5th, that hasn't been created there. And so you'll really, really feel that freedom and that real peace of mind as well. And in that space, you're connecting with your higher pathway. So very exciting, and you'll really start to feel who you are with regards to the higher aspect of the higher dimensional aspect of your higher self. Okay, so then please take a few deep breaths in and out of our hearts, and close our eyes and take ourselves inward. I would like you to now imagine that you can see in front of you your heart center. I'd like you to see it as a crystalline tunnel, beautiful, shimmering, pink crystalline tunnel. And I'd like you to start to make your way into the tunnel and go deep into your heart center. I will come with you on this journey to take you there. And as you start to go into this space, you will feel an increase of energy, an increase of love, a very deep and profound energy of the deepest love. And this energy is your natural state of being. This is why it's so important to be in that heart space they think you do, because when you're guided by your heart, you can't go wrong. And so make your way through that tunnel and you'll come out to the other side. You'll start to see a light ahead of you, a crystal light, a bright white crystal light. For those of you who can't see this, just allow your senses to show you what is there. Paint the picture for what you can feel. As you come outside of the tunnel, you will see in front of you the most wonderful, beautiful, multicolored bridge. This is the Rainbow Bridge. I would like you to start to make your way over the bridge to the other side. As you start to make your way across, set your intention to release all ego aspects of the self and anything else which is currently limiting you or holding you back and stopping you connecting with your high divine pathway and the higher dimensions and connecting with your higher self and truly understanding who you are. You will meet with your higher self, your guides, on this little journey across the bridge, and as you get to the other side, you will either be taken or step into the 4th or 5th dimension depending on what level you're at. So please enjoy. I will now play the crystal bowl for a few minutes to make this a very deep and loving experience for each of you. Okay, please start now to make your way back across the rainbow bridge, thanking your guides, higher self, and make your way back through the crystal cave of the heart, bringing your awareness back into your body and back into the room. And when you're ready, please open your eyes. Well, I hope you all enjoyed that. The healing itself will last for a week from going across the rainbow bridge. I'd love to hear from any of you how you found it, also what effects you get throughout the week. It's been lovely doing this for all of you and bringing through the energy of the Galactic Federation of Light. Federation of Light. And I wish you all a wonderful week, and keep an eye out for any new videos that I put forward. For any of you that are interested, I do hold some workshops at the moment on Atlantis, which is how to reconnect and to access the codes that we had in previous lives. If you're interested in finding out any more information about these, you can contact me at my website, which is www.interdimensionalhealing.co.uk, or email address interdimensionalhealing@yahoo.co.uk, or on Facebook, Interdimensional Healing. Thank you for listening.